There we stand for pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
Amen. October 11th, 2022, public meeting.
Motion. Second.
All in. It's recommended that the minutes of the September 2022 regular meeting of the Board of School Trustees be approved. All in favor? Discussions, tentative collective bargaining agreement.
Involved or in any way contributed to us getting to this station team. Sandy Cash and members Ashley Brown, Kathy Davis, and then also their UNICEF director, participants included board members Kelly Morgan and Josh Davenport. And I also want to give thanks to some people who contributed prior to all of this, had to to the Teachers Association and provide a lot of information to me regarding ISBN number, which is their state number. Cindy, all what we could do and how we could do what we were hoping. These sessions but who provide input to what they're hearing tonight. That link, October 20th, which is our next board meeting. Any you hear of any public, everyone who brought us to this point. We prepared last year, the 21-22. Our salary range comparisons to the area and look at the districts are very different, and we understand in that, showing that we are certainly comparison to others. Another thing that we looked at that was Employment Relations Board sends out after we've created a contract, they send anything of the contract as we were putting it together, just to make sure that satisfied with. Now I'd like to prior contract. First of all, we made some changes to appendix, the junior high cross country stipend was lower than the other junior high. At our high school this year, a board game club school, and in the past, that person has put in lots and lots of hours throughout the entire school year. There should be a stipend for that position as well. FFA stipend. Contracts opened as required by the law. And we can talk about the need to better compensate what he was making and compared to other FFA sponsors throughout the state, and kind of tried to fix that. For what he gets for the summer ag experience program that he's also responsible for. So those are the changes for our extracurricular schedule. To the proposed tentative agreement is Appendix A. Indiana requires that as of this year, the base salary for last year, we were at 38,000 up to 40,000. But for someone with, in their very first year or two, would start at $40,000. Master's degree, they would start at 42. The bachelor as an onboarding tool, years of experience, the bachelor stops at between 40 and 56. A teacher salary could increase by $1,000 each year, up to be making $67,000 a year. And that went from 38,000 to 54. Yes.
So if a teacher has a bachelor's and at some point gets their
Have to tell me by the start of the year. So if they get it in the middle of the year, they have to wait until the following year.
Right.
$1,000 on bachelor's has an even before you would slide across and you would go to 46.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I want to make sure.
This though, an onboarding tool, because we cannot give experience in Indiana. There's no more steps. Missteps in the salary more steps. It just went down to one. It didn't matter what your things, especially those teachers in the middle. But those with 5 to 15 who were with more experience is less, but people with less experience of that. Since we have to fix the entire scale this year for everyone in this district, and we think that should have worked for this district, and we're working really hard. I think this will help us with that. So for this tentative agreement, we're raising the base and the scale. And that's important to note because the top end of the scale the to correspond with their verifiable year. We had hoped for a 2-year contract, which I'll explain in a minute. And then next year when we like to do. So we have, but we have a few teachers who should be getting more than 5. Anyone that could get more than 5,000 this year, the maximum they can get is 5,000. So that's why I said hopefully next year we'll be able to continue this. Again, everyone is and or $2,000, excuse me, and then anyone who qualifies for 3,000, 4,000 for ISBN number. We did not use teacher names for privacy purposes, but for the school year, we're hoping that they will get $1,000 increase. Highly effective. So if their evaluation is needs improvement or ineffective, they would stay where they are this year. Secondly, if someone Education Association and the school district once, if the contract is approved before cleaned up right now, to verify that we've looked at the shows for teachers in Illinois, especially as close as we are, or another state. And in prior contracts, they got credit for one. We've looked at that too to help with that. And that also, so we look at that in purse, we look at pulling employee files, and each person corrects the inconsistencies in pay. There's even a more as I said, those who are currently at the top of the scale will actually see an increase. I also want to note that because we're changing all of this and because there's a new form that will go in every employee file, and if this comment section, it will say based on the and approved by and the superintendent. In future years, if the teacher evaluation, or if someone gets more than 1,000, it will say there is always documentation. The other thing that the state amount for someone who has been science, technology, engineering, or math, technology, engineering, math, or special ed, and they could, any teacher that gets that will have that. I will say music teacher and we're struggling to fill. That's to be used only if, and I have to, at least in discussion, let her, and we're very transparent. But again, that would be noted on here. Look at it and see that it's very fair. And we are truly showing our teachers how much we appreciate them. And we want to correct some things that have been missteps through no fault of anyone, but just by guilt for everyone, so that
We should have some happy teachers.
I certainly hope so.
Okay. Okay, thank you. I'm working hard on this, teachers, all you guys. Hopefully showing our teachers that we want to keep who we have and get some that are, getting ready to retire. They get ready to leave, you're worried about bringing in the new teachers. It's very much appreciated. All in favor?